We are this week in such a cool place. I didn't even know this place existed when we left on this road trip. Anza Borrego Desert State Park here in California. And we toured the area a little bit. We have so many cool things to show you. Pretty much the entire time that we've been here, I've been face down sick, finally feeling better. But here's what we're gonna get up to. Number one, while I was dead to the world in the van, Julie went out and explored. She went for trail runs, saw some cool things, and so we're going to have a little bit of the Julie cam.
Just a little bit. It's quite rugged there. It is not conducive to just like tooling around by yourself, jumping over. Everything there felt like it was about to like stick you. The cactus, the bushes.
Maybe a rattlesnake, maybe a scorpion.
Yeah, you didn't know what was coming out. It is I'm not the Wild West, but it was pretty rugged.
So Julie went out and checked out this trail. We're going to start with that. And then lastly, we went out to Borrego Springs and got to see all of these gigantic, detailed metal statues that were so cool. We're saving the best for last today. Do not go anywhere. But we're kicking things off with the Julie cam. Check this out.
So we are in Anza Borrego State Park, and I was going to go for a trail run today. I'm on the Cactus Loop Trail, and boy, is its namesake correct, because there is cactuses everywhere, different kinds, different shapes. Everything out here feels like it's about to stick you, so I'm just going for a hike instead of a run, playing it safe, but it's pretty beautiful.
So I will say, the area that we went through was a smaller area. I think there's just a ton to do. Like Phil said, it's a huge state park, but I think most of the things that you need to do or want to do, you need an all-wheel drive or even a 4x4 vehicle. Yeah. Our poor little Sadie wouldn't make it down, I don't know, 90% of the roads here. So if you're looking to travel there, definitely get a vehicle with a little bit more off-road capability.
The Tamarisk Grove campground is where we stayed, and it was really fantastic.
Now, are you ready to show off these very cool, huge statues?
Oh my goodness, this was such a cool surprise because we've seen photos of these statues online. We knew that they were pretty big and that they were spread out. We had no idea what we were actually in for, and I'm telling you, we were able to drive the van right up to some of them. They were bigger than the van. I'm telling you, this was one of the coolest experiences, one of the most unexpectedly cool experiences that we've had on this road trip. Check this out.
These are so cool. I thought they were going to be teeny tiny, but they're huge. Look at the detail work on the statues. Look at the size of this thing. It spans both sides of the street. It is so neat. Well, that wraps it up. Totally worth it. Come spend a half day or more if you want to. These statues are so, so cool. So what I will say is that this is not a destination that's on the way, but it was so cool. And like Phil said, we've seen photos, I've seen videos of this, and I was kind of expecting to be underwhelmed. And if anything, I was even more impressed. The detail work and the time it must have taken for them to create these, it was really quite beautiful and so cool. I was just blown away by some of these. They were so cool.
Like you said, it's not on the way to anywhere. It's a destination. Go there and see these things. It's absolutely worth it. You're going to go to Borrego Springs, California, and you're going to have your mind blown. Rent a bike or something like that so you can see all of them, because we couldn't get to all of them in the time that we had. We couldn't drive to all of them. Some of them, they're a little bit further off the road than others, but absolutely worth the trip. Very cool. Oh, and by the way, Sadie had a showdown with the scorpion and the grasshopper. That was all Mavis's idea. We got out of there by the skin of our teeth. Everything's okay. The van looks good yet. So Borrego Springs, super cool. Anza Borrego Desert State Park, definitely worth a visit. If you have never heard of these places, get them on your list. They need to be on your radar, because this was seriously one of the most surprisingly cool places we have ever visited.
There is so much of the park that's inaccessible to a two-wheel drive vehicle, so we barely, 1%, maybe a half a percent scratch the surface of it, and it just looks like just an off-roader's dream over there.
Right, this state park is literally 50% of the entire California state park system, and we saw just the tiniest fraction of it, and it still blew us away.